Hi everybody, I'm Regina Renfro, your doting exhibit manager. I'm here today with Martha. She works at Skyline, the producer of our new and awesome TEHIP displays. Today we're going to run through how to set them up. We're going to show you the big exhibit, everything involved, and then we'll answer any questions that you have about further details. So at this time, I guess we're going to go ahead and set it up. This is how you will see your display when you walk into the exhibit booth. Please note that one case is taller. That is because it is filled with graphics and frames and whatnot. It will compress down to this level, but we don't want it to. So just when you're packing it and unpacking it, just make sure that it hits on the bars rather than, scooting all the way down. We don't want anything to get crushed. So.
And it'll be easy for them to know which case is which because this one has compartments. The way it's packed, you don't have to pull everything out and leave it all over the place because that's how things get lost. So the cases are made so that you pull things out as you need them. And to set the frame, you have the yellow hubs on the floor touching your toes, against your toes. So I'm going to turn around and set the frame up. And when you set the frame up, you want to just clip one that's comfortable for you, and it will hold the frame up while you continue to connect the rest. The connectors are spring-loaded, so you will pull it towards you to open the end so that it can go into the hub. And the frame is at its lowest height now, so when you install the exhibit, you install everything from the top down. When you uninstall the exhibit, you uninstall it from the bottom up so that it's at its lowest height when you're working on it. Since it's fiberglass, it's not going to bend, it's not going to break. Just bring it towards you. Continue to clip the rest of the connectors. Okay, so the frame is up. The yellow hubs in the front. And you're going to have everything labeled, right? Okay. The next thing we take out is from this one over here. Sorry. Is the channels. The channels are magnetic hinged channels that connect on the frame, and the top part would hold light clips. It's light clips, but you're not going to have lights, but that will help you remember where the top of the channel is. The back of this has a hole that's going to match the hub.
And it just slides down on the top of it like the other floor displays we have.
So the top part of the channel goes in first, and the second half slides into it so that it becomes one metal channel.
So you're going to slide down, connect this one, slide this bar up, connect this one, slide this bar up, connect the bottom one.
Yes. And the channels are going to go across the front and the side back, because there's going to be an end panel that's going to need to connect in the back. Almost there. Okay, now, beside the beautiful graphics that have been designed for you, this is backlit. And the backlighting is very easy to install. We're going to do this before we put the panels up so that you can see what we're doing behind the exhibit.
When they're setting up the display themselves, will they need to put the backlighting on first or the panels on first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But we're going to do it so that they can see through the frame. And these are LED panels. And each one has a plug that's going to go into a transformer. And each one is labeled. I believe this one goes here. And there's a hook and a hole. The hook goes onto the channel that you've put here, back here. I can see it. This one up. So this one is labeled left hand. So it's going here. And then, do we have next?
Yes. This is the center one, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Since the center one is not hooking on a channel, it has two holes just to hook to the back of the frame. Again, it has its own plug. There. Your backlighting is ready. And also in the hardware case are two transformers. And the left and the center panels will share one transformer, and the bubble panel, which is going to be here, will have its own transformer. Doesn't have to be, it's just an easy way to keep them straight. So this is what we have. The transformer has the female connection that matches the other connection on the panel itself.
And each of the transformers have two channels, correct?
Have two connections. We're going to use two connections for one, and we're going to use only one for this one.
So you'll always have one, out of these four, you'll always have one free.
Right. And from the transformer to your power source is a regular cord, kind of like the one that would go in the back of a computer, CPU. We have light. So we have a box for the transformer and a little plastic baggie for the power cord. And once you've emptied them, it's a good idea to put them back where they belong. So that nobody comes along and picks them up and throws them away. Okay, this case is now empty. Everything you have for your hardware is now installed. So we'll move over to the graphics case. And the graphics are wrapped and stored separately. You want to roll each panel separately, put it in the case separately. If you try to pick up a big roll of them and you drop them in, possibility of dinging the edges has two things. Number one, it's going to mess up your graphics. Number two, the dinging is going to happen where the two graphics come together. And that's where you want a really smooth, even, key-lined connection so that it's a mural. So that's the reason we pack everything separately. In the center of the case is the two end panels. We did wrap these together because they're fabric and they're not heavy. So just unroll the bag.
Now, something that's going to be new with this one versus everything else we've done is we're going to assemble them with the plastic sheeting on them.
So you have one free side on your channel back here. The other half of it is being used for the lights. So you have one free magnet back here and one free clip. And you're going to use the one on this far side for the end panel. So go ahead and clip both on. Take here. Bag. And handle your bags gently. And you'll know why when we are when we're dismantling and putting them back in the bags.
Fold them lengthwise, never fold them in half.
Do you want to do this half or do you want me to do it? You want me to do it. Again, we're using the far right. Closest pins and magnets to the graphic, to the panel itself is the way you want to use it. Okay. All right. Here come the beautiful graphics.
Yeah, I've got two in there.
And the easiest way to get them out is to make them smaller, tighter, before you pull the package of graphics out.
That's one.
Yeah. There. And as you said, we're going to install them with the bags on them. It keeps your graphics cleaner. And we're doing and they're going to find their place. And we're going to store this by not having it. We're going to roll it. Well done.
I'm learning.
Very well done. And if you just stand back and hold them up, you don't have to be 6'1" to put these up, I promise. Right? Should probably have you reach up, take it down, and put it back up. I hope you're liking it so far. Beautiful, isn't it? And this is your bubble panel. The bubble panel is wider than this section. So the ends are hinged. The edges are hinged so that it bubbles. And it installs just like the other panels. The hinges fit right onto the magnet. There you have it. And this bag is wider, so you'll know which bag to use for the bubble panel. There.
And when you're finished with the plastic sheeting, you can store them in here along with the frame bag and hide it under your table or counter.
Or behind.
Or behind the display. But this will be your new TEHIP floor display. We're very excited about it, so let's help keep it looking this good for a very, very long time. Okay, well, shall we show them how to dismantle it?
Absolutely.
Okay. And just to show you that you don't have to be 6'1" to put this up, I'm going to help take it down, because I'm 5'1". Well, not with these shoes, but... So start with the bubble?
That'd be fine. And if there are two of you at the show, it's nice if you share this portion. You buddy up and do it as a team.
And when we roll them up, we're going to roll them up with the graphics facing out and starting from the edge that is closed so that it moves out all the bubbles.
Okay, I'm going to tighten it and then put it in the case very carefully so that you don't ding the edges. And then I'm going to spread it out so that it is as large as it can be, so we'll have lots of room in there. Okay. Again, we're rolling them from the closed in, image out. And there is a sticker on the back that reminds you to roll image out. Again, I've made it smaller than it needs to be. Drop it gently, spread it out. There are also stickers on the bag reminding you to save the bags. I'll just hold it. Because I can. Okay. And these are the only panels we're going to roll together. Again, with the closed side, closed in first. You can roll these tightly on the ground. You'll typically have carpet in this space, right?
Yes.
Again, we're going to spread these out as wide as we can because the frame is going to go in the center. Perfect. Okay, now.
We'll plug the transformers.
Turn off the light source. Yeah, sure, whatever. Perfect. Okay. We've unplugged the transformer from the lighting and removed the power cord from the transformer. And they are going to go in their little boxes. Thanks.
Okay. Go ahead and drop both of your cords. There's bubble wrap at the bottom, so you don't have to reach all the way down to the bottom. So drop your power cords in first, and then slide your transformers on top.
Okay.
And remove the back panels?
Back panels.
Okay. And you're going to fold these down.
There, you got it.
The bottom part goes up, and the top part folds over it.
Good. Folds into itself.
And you can see on the seams will show you where to fold.
You're better at this than I am. It goes this way. Okay. So, you have a full floor-side backlit exhibit in 2 cases. Now we're going to remove the channels. Again, you remove things from the bottom up. So we're going to pop off the bottom section, the center section. Again, it's fiberglass. Can't break it. I'm going to fold the channels into themselves, and we have compartments for them. Okay, and we're going to start at the bottom, unhook the connectors. We're going to leave one connector closed.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And bring it towards you. And let's make sure we have only one. Okay, we're ready. Now kind of step back and let it go. Whoop, there wasn't one. But again, it's fiberglass, so it doesn't matter. And the easiest way to bag this is so that the connectors are facing down, and bag it from the top down so you don't get all these stuck. So ready to close it up. The hardware one goes low. Remember to set the other one up high. And you do have wheels.
And you can change the direction by sliding the top which way. This way would make it go all the way down. We don't want that because we don't want anything to get smushed. So turn it to the halfway so that it sits on the edges.
It goes the other way.
Then you lock it up.
Ready to
Then
go.
you go get your bill of lading, put your labels on it, and head out.
After a great show.
All right, happy exhibiting.